The Daleks have failed. Why don't you finish the job and make the Daleks extinct? Rid the universe of your filth. Why don't you just die?
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 Why Won't You Die scenes in movies and TV.
You just won't die, will you? Who are you?
For this list, we're looking at the best reactions from characters who learned that their enemies survived a fatal or dangerous situation. We will give bonus points if the phrase "why won't you die" is heard, or if someone lived through something particularly deadly. Obviously, beware of spoilers ahead. What's your favorite "why won't you die" scene? Let us know in the comments below. Number 20, Storm Strikes Back. X-Men.
There's someone here. Where? I don't know.
When the X-Men travel to the Statue of Liberty to stop Magneto and his evil followers, Toad gets the jump on the heroes. He's briefly able to divide and overwhelm multiple mutants with his disgusting set of skills. During the battle, Toad appears to take out Storm permanently by knocking her down an elevator shaft. But when she makes a glorious return, the evil mutant can't help but wonder why out loud.
Don't you people ever die?
Storm proceeds to absolutely wreck Toad with her weather-based abilities. While we loved watching her upset her enemy, we wish she would have come up with a cooler comeback to end this great scene.
Do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning?
Number 19. Jafar just can't believe Aladdin made it. Aladdin.
I am your master now.
I was afraid of that.
Genie, grant me my first wish. I wish to rule on high as Sultan.
The sinister Jafar wastes no time using the genie's magic to become ridiculously powerful. He soon decides to use his vast abilities to put an end to the heroic Aladdin. Although the hero is sent flying, he manages to survive the unwanted trip and decides to steal the lamp from Jafar. But right before Aladdin can get his hands on the magical item, he is spotted by an annoyed villain.
You! How many times do I have to kill you, boy?
Jafar's memorable reaction leads to a tense and thrilling fight scene. And despite the villain's vast rage and power, he still gets defeated by Aladdin before the credits roll.
Not so fast, Jafar! Aren't you forgetting something? You wanted to be a genie? You got it!
What?
Number 18. The Tick makes a shockingly good comeback. The Tick.
What are you?
I am the wild blue yonder. Villain, you face the Tick.
Throughout its run, The Tick had a lot of fun mocking superhero and action genre cliches. One of their best jabs at a familiar trope came when the Blue Blunder came face to face with Ms. Lint. Once she gets an opening, she blasts the Tick with lightning. But not only does he withstand the electric assault, he has an amazing response prepared when she asks why he's still standing. Why won't you die? The Tick's clever retort and incredible endurance in this scene made us huge fans of this blue hero. We were happy to know that villains would have a hard time trying to squash him.
And that's why you can't have nice things.
Number 17. Tina tries to end Clark Kent. Smallville.
Look, I know this may sound crazy, but Whitney may not be Whitney.
Are you getting existential on us, or is this Wall of Weird material?
I think he's Tina Greer.
The Mighty Morphing Tower Girl?
A shapeshifter named Tina was a huge problem for the young Kryptonian Clark Kent. She could hide in plain sight, make people let their guard down, and was incredibly strong too. After giving Clark kryptonite, she shapeshifted so she would look exactly like him.
And I finally figured out who Lana wants to be with.
It's gonna be easy to become you, Clark.
But the real Kryptonian was able to get out of his sticky situation and settle the score with his doppelganger. Although Clark offers forgiveness, Tina is overwhelmed with rage and tries to take him down with one attack.
I can help you.
Why don't you just die?
Unfortunately for her, he dodges the desperate strike, and she ends up losing her life. Tina's rage at Clark's survival ironically cost her everything. Number 16. Red confuses his captors. Pineapple Express. Red was a good name for this movie's most colorful character for multiple reasons. After asking his enemies to just take their shoes off in his house and getting too chatty, he gets shot. While his foes start fighting over this choice, Red wakes up again to complain about where he was wounded.
You shot me in my stomach! I'm gonna die now, probably. Man, I had you all over here for dinner. Fish tacos. This how you do me?
He seems more annoyed than concerned for his life. And Rhett's foes look stunned that the wounded man is still alive. Hilariously, he shames his enemies for shooting him after he invited them in before he gets shot again.
They shot me, Den. They got me right here. Right here. And then they got me again right here.
Red's lack of concern pays off hugely later on when he miraculously returns to defeat one of the gangsters at the end of the film.
No more lies, Red. This is my moment. This is your moment.
Number 15. Batman escapes the blaze. Batman Forever.
All right, boys! Phase 2!
Two-Face planned to burn the bat in such a dumb and needlessly complicated way that it accidentally became a bit of comedy genius. After drawing Batman out, the villain jumps into an underground section of Gotham. When the Dark Knight tries to follow, random goons force him to fall into a pit that Two-Face fills with gas. The villain immediately sets off an explosion meant to take Batman out. But the hero's fireproof cape keeps him safe. When Batman emerges from the flames unscathed, Two-Face nearly loses his mind.
Why can't you just die?
If the villain had kept things a little bit simpler, he or his ally the Riddler might have actually taken down the Dark Knight for good.
Why can't I kill you?
Number 14. Aku's Outburst. Samurai Jack.
How fitting indeed to be destroyed by the blade of your worthless father.
We honestly lost count of how many times the vicious Aku attempted to slay Samurai Jack. No matter what the demon tried, he just couldn't seem to put his mortal enemy down for the count. Although Aku usually screams something at Jack during battle, one of the villain's most quotable lines happened during his downtime. As he uses magic to observe the samurai from afar, the demon becomes more and more frustrated. Aku's rage boils over until he finally cannot contain himself any longer.
Samurai, samurai, why won't you die?
The late and legendary voice actor Mako's delivery as the demon is so perfect and so entertaining that it almost made us root for the villain to succeed.
I will get you yet, samurai!
Number 13. Alec gets annoyed with Bond. GoldenEye. Near the beginning of GoldenEye, we thought we saw yet another Sean Bean character perish when Alec appears to get assassinated during an MI6 mission. But he survives and returns as a full villain.
Alec, back from the dead. No longer just an anonymous star on the memorial wall at MI6. What's the matter, James? No glib remark?
Alec tries to take out his old friend Bond multiple times throughout the film. While the villain tries not to get discouraged, even he has a breaking point. Bond manages to escape being absolutely wrecked by a train at the last second. When Alec sees his nemesis is still kicking, he seems more annoyed than angry.
Why can't you just be a good boy and die? You first.
Sean Bean's fantastic and dry delivery helped make his villain stand out among Bond's stacked rogues gallery.
For England, James? No. For me.
Number 12. Frankie the Squealer squeaks by. The Simpsons.
Frankie the Squealer.
Okay, it's me, I can't help it. I just like squealing. It makes me feel big.
Recurring Simpsons character Frankie the Squealer often gets in trouble with his mafia allies for doing just what his name suggests. In his first Treehouse of Horror appearance, his associates are prepared to permanently remove him from the organization. But unbeknownst to them, Homer actually slayed the Grim Reaper. This meant that Frankie and many others couldn't die. When his mafia allies attempt to take him out, they are rightfully confused.
Frankie the Squealer, why won't you die? Oh, if I knew, I'd tell you, I swear.
Frankie's in-character reaction and the absurdity of the scene made it one of the funniest takes on this cliche. Hopefully, he learned his immortality is temporary before the next time he squealed.
That's him! That's the one! Homer Simpson! I said I was sorry!
Oh,
All right,
okay.
fair enough.
Class act.
Number 11. Hunt survives the impossible. Mission Impossible Fallout.
Damn. Ethan, the countdown has started. We have 15 minutes.
Walker has the detonator.
If IMF agent Ethan Hunt doesn't stop August Walker, multiple nuclear bombs will go off and irradiate a large portion of Earth's drinking water. The high stakes make the hero desperate to do anything to stop the villain. When it looks like Walker might get away in a helicopter, Ethan crashes his own aerial vehicle into the villains. The two manage to survive a horrific crash and fall off the side of a cliff. Once the two are face to face, Walker can't hold back his frustration.
Why won't you just
Ironically, it turns out he spoke too soon. Ethan goes on to survive a couple more deadly scrapes before saving the world.
Well, you're a lucky man. It's a miracle that crash didn't kill you, Dr. Thorne.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.